So I'm joined by Alex after a long break of no football for several weeks, and I think it must be quite hard to come back from. How did you think it was today? How did it feel?
Felt it was nice to wake up with a bit of a buzz. It felt like the start of a new season, really, because it has been a winter break, a good month or so, and we trained quite hard and trained a lot, but you can never replicate games really. So we always knew the start of the game we were going to be a bit rusty, and we were. I thought we were off it for the first 20 minutes. We couldn't really get to grips with Barnstaple's shape, and they were playing through us and round us, and we just couldn't get a foothold in the game. So, but to our credit, in that 20 minutes or so, when they dominated, we hung in there and we rode a couple of waves and rode a storm, and we were solid. And then that sort of gave us a chance. And ironically, we changed shape. We sort of went two banks of four, which is new for us. It's not something we've done this year, just to try and solve a few problems. And when within a minute we score, and it's sort of that reward for hanging on in there, and the game changes. Actually, it
Yep.
gives us a better foothold in the game. Um, we had probably about 30% possession
I was going to
today,
say it was
which
not a very low
yeah,
possession, but
it isn't a problem for us though. We want to get on the ball and dominate it, but we know we can show another side, so that when teams do dominate possession, and Barnstable made it really difficult for us to do that because they just set a really, really high press and set traps, and it was quite clear early in the game what they wanted to do, and it was quite important that we didn't fall into those traps, so we played a different way. So yeah, they had a majority of possession, and then we were solid in our banks and stayed in the game and kept it relatively solid. I didn't really feel threatened at any point that we were going to
1-0
concede.
was never an entirely comfortable score. But on the
No,
other hand, it didn't look, although given the pressure, but we
yeah.
did look solid.
Comfortable. Yeah,
Yeah,
we were comfortable in the game, and look, we brought Harley Vosser on, which changed it, didn't it? Like Harley, being the weapon he is, and that just stretched it. We were solid, and then we had an outlet, and we
yeah.
used the ball well. It's the best that we've used the ball on counter attacks all season, and we just kept getting the ball into him in forward areas, and he caused devastation really. Scored and assisted, and it wasn't a 3-0 game. You look back at the chances and the way the game went, it wasn't 3-0, but we were clinical, really good, solid performance against a great side, like good side, who are going to be up in and around the playoffs this season.
Yeah.
So, to get 3 points out of that game and a 3-0 win and a clean sheet after not having played so long is massive. So, real positive performance today, as I think everyone was great. Subs came on, were fantastic. So, it's going to be. Now sort of the last 8 or 9 games are going to be quite relentless.
Yep.
So they're going to come thick and fast. That's a good way to start it. Now that winter break, if you like, is all over.
And now it's also then, as you say, that continuity of what we've been doing, but different ways of winning on different games because we're going to have different challenges between now and the end.
Yeah, I said I've not really ever had a side whilst in my time here who are good problem solvers, and I think this is the best. I think it's evident today and over the course of the season that we can win games in different ways. We can play different systems, we can play different styles, and do what we need to do to win games. And that today was a performance that probably not our supporters haven't seen all year. We had 30% possession, but probably controlled the game in a way, and that's a sign of maturity. It's a sign of good side. And next week could be completely different against Welton. So it's those type of games that we've struggled in really, and when we've taken our foot off the gas and we're expected to win, those are the ones we've been struggling in. So we've got to make sure we're mentally right, and we pick the right team and the right systems for that game. But I've got loads of options now. Everyone's back fit. It was great. That's the good thing about the break, is it's got everyone back who had niggles and knocks, etc. Everyone's back fit now. I've got the full 18 to choose from. We left the bench was strong again today, so hopefully we can keep everyone fit for the run in and see where it takes us.
Indeed. Great. Nice to talk to you again, and a good result.
Excellent. Thank you.
Cheers.